was not even nice. I did in fact cry. And
basically, we all have.
Look how you are glowing. You must see the lights. Julius, what did you say?
You want to be gentle, hi. Get going.
Shania, have you heard?
Yeah, hi, bye. Not even hi. Just touch down. Yes.
Shania's beauty will not allow any of us rest in this country. Oh.
Well done.
She said, well done.
I'm gonna do it, guys. I have faith in myself.
I have faith in you. Yeah. We know it's not the food. Julius is going to be very happy. We were in, we were out, we got the things. We're done.
We didn't talk to anybody.
Shania didn't talk to anybody. We didn't talk to anybody. Also, your suitor, he has not messaged you again.
No, thank God.
I think next up is I actually don't know what next up is. I don't know. But anyways, Julius knows the next stop. Honestly, that man, if he wanted to, he doesn't because he's a man of God. He could sell us. He could just be driving. We won't even know where he's going. But thankfully, he's a man of God and he won't do that. I don't put it in the universe. Alright, we just finished up at KFC. How was KFC?
It was pretty mid. Honestly, they tried to like shaft Omaina and her sandwich. It is even tiny piece of chicken legs in. Oh, it's the tomato.
I think the problem is when people see us, they think, oh, we're foreigners. So because when we were in Bolga, basically what happened, we never told you guys the story time, but basically what happened was we went to lunch. And I think I don't know where we went to. We went to lunch at Gardener's Lounge or something. And we walked in, there was no lights. They said, oh, that the rain had cooled down something on the other. Also, Shania, look how you are glowing. Look how you are glowing. Anyways, back to the
sun is on the sun.
They said, oh, that, and it was so hot. So we were like, okay, let's go outside. So they set up a place for us outside. We got there. First of all, we opened the menu. Do you have this? No. Do you have this? No. One of the first things on their menu is pork sauce. When we now asked her, do you have it? She said no, that they are still building they are building the barbecue outside. So we just said, why did you put it on it? They said that because
the menu.
So okay, fine. They didn't have half of the things we wanted, but we were like, okay, so a lot of us got yam chips and tilapia. There's a small option and a big option. We asked for the small option. She said no, all they have is the big option. So we said okay.
Small is 80.
Big was 160. So we said okay. So we asked her, how long do you think this will take? Because it was our lunch break, so we were trying to, quickly eat together and then go back to the office.
Because we were with our bosses.
So it wasn't like us, we were just wasting time. So they said okay, it should take, what did she say, 20 minutes. She said 20 minutes max. We said okay. That's how 20 minutes have passed. 30 minutes has passed. Mind you, people that had come after us were getting their food. So they were wondering, Abi, did you go and kill the chicken, or you went to go and harvest the yam in Tamale and bring it to Bolga? Because why is this thing wasting time? So literally, the food finally came, and we're like, you know what? We've waited here for an hour. It's too late.
And only 2 came, not even the other 2. So we still have to wait on that.
Can you imagine? Actually, you know what? Pause here on the story because we're at our next location. And then we will come back. This is the best cereal that exists, and one of my saddest realizations is I cannot drink this thing with normal milk. With almond milk, it's just not the same. Alright, so we waited for an hour. We were getting kind of antsy, and the crazy thing was there were so many of them in terms of the servers, and they just kept passing us. So eventually the food came, like Shania said, but they only brought 2. Mind you, there was 5 of us. So they were like, you know what, forget about it. We'll just pack the food and we'll go. Oh yeah, pack the food now. We cannot find anybody.
We have to go take it inside.
So Shania and I got up to take it inside.
And then, I have to go back inside 10 minutes to get the bill.
Pack the food, bring the bill, problem.
And there's one person that apparently could write the bills up, and they weren't there that day. So they had to write it up on a piece of paper, apparently.
Because after After 20 minutes and I go back inside, she has written the number on a sheet of paper. And I'm like, what's this? She said, oh, it's the bill. I said, can I have an itemized receipt? She said, oh, the person that writes the receipt is not there. Whether because they have taken the power, the person that went home, I don't know. So when I now told her to write it down, so she wrote down what everything was, brought all the food out. That's how Shania now said, wait, so this thing is saying 120. But for each fish and the yam chips. But on the menu, it said 100 cedis. That's how she said, but you know that it depends on the size of the fish. We now said, excuse me, what do you mean by that? She said, that the one they have today is 120 cedis. We now said that, okay, why didn't you tell us when we were ordering that the one you have today is 120 cedis? Because we asked you that we wanted the small one. You said, no, all we have is the big one. So if you had told me that all you have is the big one, we would have thought that you would have also said, the one we have is not 100 cedis today, or is 120. She even said sometimes they have 150 on. So we said, excuse me, what are you talking about? That's how she was trying to argue with us, that we have to pay the 120 cedis. We said no. So we started walking away. The crazy thing is, when she first came, after we were packed the food, she was now like shy. She was like, oh, because Maria, our boss, was like, what are you going to do for us now that 1 hour later you did not bring the food? She now said, oh, what can we do for you? So the interesting thing is, after you have said, what can I do for you? 5 minutes later, you want to charge 20 cedis times 3 people. So extra 60 cedis. So when we now said we're not paying for it, that's how she was boning face. We said, excuse me. So we were started to walk away and she said, excuse me, please come back. We said, there is no way that I am paying you an extra 20 cedis per person when you brought my food out 1 hour late and I couldn't even eat here. And we were just like, and the crazy thing is, it was so obvious that they were going to pocket the money. 100%. They were 100% going to pocket the money because they did not have any other excuse to open from their mouth but to say some days, depending on the size. Will you not put it on the menu? Mind you, on the menu, there's certain items that they've even crossed out to add different prices. So you can't do that. But you think that we're stupid, that we're just going to pay you an extra 120.
Well, it is a little bit foreigners, but I don't think they clock that our bosses would come here.
Excuse me.
But also, even if they weren't there, I wasn't going to pay the extra money. I'm like, no, I would have left the food. Honestly, I would have just left the food because... and when I ate it, I was so mad.
The fish was not even nice.
Yeah.
It wasn't even nice. Anyways, that is our story time from yesterday, and then today now they tried to shaft us by giving us 2 separate.
If you see, so one chicken was like this big and then the other chicken was like this big.
Literally the minute I pulled it out of the bag, I was like, and then I got there, that's how she said, oh, it's the tomato, oh, it's the fillings, oh, it's the lettuce. I said, excuse me, I opened both of them. I said, so you mean to tell me that as you are looking at this thing, 2 of them are the same size?
And then they bring manager and thing. And we say, well, he was like, well, because you should place it.
I was like, that's what I wanted from the beginning. Why are you arguing with me about the size? Is KFC owned by your daddy? Why are you arguing with me about the size of it? Honestly, guys, people be trying it. In any case, we are now on our way to...
last leg of errands. And then
we're going to Essentials.
Water and then Essentials.
Water, Essentials, Mickey Mart, and then I think that's it. So we'll catch you guys a bit later. No, we'll go the next. Guys, my problem is that I am obsessed with plantain chips. We come here, I buy 10. Please send help. Please send help. But then also the other issue is that for a lot of the biscuits that are imported, I don't know why they always end up stale. And so plantain chips are literally, and I'm a snacker, which maybe my original problem is that I'm a snacker and I should fix that. But
I'm not buying any more shortbread.
Okay, we're not allowed to buy any more shortbread, which I think is a good idea. Okay, I'm also gonna make cookies. All right. So yes, we are here buying. I put it on the list. I think we should. Hello, hi. We're back. Now the hardest part: putting everything away. Shania has begun because, well, why? Why can't you just sit down and relax?
Because there are things that need to be in the fridge and freezer. So, and then the thing is like you still have to do it, right? So you might as well just do it now and then get it fully relaxed. So I put the chicken in the fridge or freezer.
In the fridge. I'll do it tomorrow. Guys, do you know how I know that Shania and I are acclimatizing to life in Ghana? When we first got here and we went like grocery shopping, we would just buy things because we need coffee, we buy coffee. We need soap, we buy soap, whatever. Today, That's how we were looking at each other. That excuse me, this 40 CD is looking a bit high for this vinegar. I think we get it somewhere else, and that's how I know that officially we live in Ghana now. Yeah. Guys, do you know how I know we're living in assimilation? So I'm scrolling through TikTok, doing my little TikTok scroll before I shower, and I see something, and the title goes, "Oh, two foreign politicians are fighting over Emily in Paris." So for nobody that knows, I'd seen it earlier today. So Emily in Paris, which is a show, sure, let's call it that. It's something. Yeah, they're currently on season 4, and apparently, spoiler alert, at the end of season 4, Emily moves to Rome because her new guy is Italian. And so Emmanuel Macron, the Prime Minister of Paris, has now come out and said that he's going to do everything within his power to make sure that Emily stays in Paris. And the the mayor of Rome has come out and said that maybe Prime Minister Macron has more pressing matters to deal with than Emily staying in Paris. Because what I want to understand is, if Emily in Paris has really brought that much tourism to Paris, more so than, for example, the Olympics that just happened in Paris a few months ago. So I'm truly trying to understand, based on all the things happening in France, you know, right-wing extremism, all these many things going on, if his main focus should really be that Lily Collins' character, Emily, should stay in Paris. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Ask me. As if she knew that I had a husband. Guys, this woman is crying, sobbing, and Madam is laughing. Are you not wicked? Anyways, the saga continues. I don't know if you guys can hear the background music that is playing as they are robbing these people. Is that the music? What is happening?
I call it.
And I love you even more, Monica.
Guys, we blame we blame Mohammed, because maybe if our Wi-Fi was working, we'd be watching Love is Blind Habibi and not I Will Love You Again and Again and Again.
I'll be there to walk through that door with you when you're ready.
Oh, he's crying.
You need to confront her that fast. If you must see the light.
If you must see the lights. Okay, guys, what would you do? What is basically happening in this movie is that the mom is a workaholic. And so hadn't been taking care of the daughter. Dad has trauma, so he doesn't want to have a nanny in the house. But the wife doesn't know this. The daughter has an accident and dies. She's grieving. The mother is grieving. They end up wanting a divorce. They go to couples therapy. It's so long. And then after all of this, they get back together. They love each other. All of that. Just come to find out that the daughter was actually not dead. The daddy had taken the daughter to his friend's house. So the question is, if this were you, would you be able to forgive your spouse? Shania, would you be able to forgive your spouse?
To take my child away from me and lie to me that she was dead.
Yeah, that's pretty fucked up.
And the thing is, it was for months. Yeah. Because time has passed. So if it were up to me, no. You cannot live without me, you are mad. No. Good morning, everybody. Well, actually it's not morning. Actually it's 2:15 p.m. But that's beside the point.
It's morning somewhere.
It is morning in Look at that. Good morning. Anyways, we're having breakfast. Shania made breakfast. And then we're not going anywhere today. Because why should we? Oh, actually no. We're going to dinner. Our neighbor Nikki is going back to Canada tomorrow. So she invited us over for dinner, which is so sweet. So we're going to do that. And then we're going to meal prep for the day. So Shania is going to make her juice. I'm going to make my version of the juice.
I was gonna make your juice too.
Aww.
Obviously.
Anyways, and then we're also going to make goat curries this week and chicken wings. So that's mainly what we're going to do today. And then just chill around in the house. Because this week at work is going to be... It's going to be something. So we'll check in with you guys a bit later. Bye. Working on my personal learning plan and watching Ride Along 2. Next up on the movie marathon is Fast and Furious 7, and I completely forgot that this one still has Paul Walker in it, which is so sad. Look at him. Oh gosh. Anyways, I'm done with my personal learning plan, so now I'm gonna move on to, actually I don't know, I need to check my Notion to see what else is on this list, but yeah. I know people be hating on Fast and Furious, but honestly I love this franchise. I kind of like, although I haven't watched the last 2 movies, but every time I watch one of them I realize how much I just love, I don't know, I just love the movies. Like, how could you hate this? It's fast, it's furious, it's just, I don't know how you could hate this. I love it. I just love it. Like, how can you not love this? And I know it's not realistic, but it's not supposed to be. It's just supposed to be great. I'm sad.
Okay.
It's the end. Oh man.
I used to say I lived my life a quarter mile at a time. And I think that's why we were brothers. Because you did too.
Oh man. I did in fact cry. And I realized why I love the Fast and Furious franchise. Because I am a sucker for a found family trope. I love it in series, I love it in movies, I love it in books. There's just something about a group of people who are not related by blood, who come together and form a relationship dynamic where they're there for each other and they rock with each other, that just always hits me like right there. It's literally my favorite trope, even in like romance books, when like 2 people get together and then in their relationship they find a found family, like either maybe the girl now becomes friends with the guy's friends, like whatever. Something about a found family trope that just always gets me. Anyway, we are now getting ready to go to Nikki's for dinner. I finished some of the stuff I wanted to do today, so it's actually been quite a productive day, but we will check in with you guys a bit later.
Basically, we all have different roles. So my role is communications. And
Okay.
Until 20th. Oh, we can only go this weekend.
That you.
Guys, who would have thought Omaina has a dog on her lap?
He's so cute.